Yo, so today I'm going to be making a hyperpop or virtual style melody from scratch. Alright, so I'm going to go into Serum and just get a basic sounding pluck. So I'm probably going to go with the rewind pluck probably. That's a good like bass sound, and then we're going to change it out later. Alright, so then we can start laying out some basic chords. So I think I'm going to try to keep the chords like spaced out and then try to do something a little bit more complex with the top line to try to make it a little bit more catchy. But I'm going to go ahead and figure out the bass notes, and I might want to do the thing that I've been doing kinda a lot recently, which is starting on B instead of D sharp, but you still are in D sharp minor. You just start on B. Sometimes it sounds really cool. Alright, so that's pretty basic, just using triads. So we can go ahead and duplicate the bass notes down. And even though there's no like velocity controls on this pluck, I still like to bring the bass line down to half velocity. It makes it easier to see, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just a habit. But now we can start adding to these chords and making them sound more full. Yeah, so it's going to be like the base of that top line, and then I want to make a repetitive pattern that like falls inside the chords. And I like this roll here, but I don't like how it's like C and then that same C sharp over again. So maybe I'll go ahead and put this up. Alright, so that sounds pretty cool. So now we can go kind of copy this over. So go something like that. Delete that because that's the same note. Maybe put this up an octave as well as this. Yeah, that sounds really cool because this F is layered, so it sounds really nice. Yeah, so this is going to be like the base of the pattern, so I can go ahead, copy this over, and then start to work on the top line. Something I've been trying to do lately is like keep the top line really simple, but try to make it memorable. Because I feel like that's what's good about like most songs is like you can sing out the melody and it's easy to remember, but try to keep it more simple than what I would normally do. And then just add a few higher notes in this first half just to kind of differentiate it a little bit. All right, yeah, so I like that as the base of the pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a different pluck. And instead of like just going to the banks I know I like, I'm gonna just go ahead and search pluck in the browser and then just click through till I find something I like, just to maybe get something like a different sound that I wouldn't normally just pick out of the blue. All right, so I like this one called Clocken Sign, but I'm gonna go ahead and pitch it down an octave just because it was really high pitched. And there's like kind of a rattling noise, so I think that might be the noise. Yeah, so I turned that off and now it sounds good. And maybe do the repeating bass line thing. Alright, then we're going to go into Omnisphere and grab a bass. We're going to get the Rider bass from Space Coop's Glory Omnisphere Bank, which isn't out yet. Alright, so now I'm going to do an effect that I've been doing a lot recently in my loops, but I put halftime on it on the half preset, and then I go into gross beat, go over here, turntablist, and then this one, take this out, remove the gate. Something that I've also been doing a lot recently is going to the ellipse bank, grabbing a chord, and then copying the chords, just the chords. And again, we're going to go back into gross beat, but we're going to do something a little bit different. Grab the 1-beat gate. Then we're going to go into shaper box. Grab a filter, like automation thing. So this, I like to use this one. And then I'm just going to modify it a little bit, just so there's like more variation and it's a little bit different than like how it comes. Maybe pitch it down an octave. Alright, so next, just to give it that energy, because we half-timed the original melody so it seems a little slower, and also this synth is pretty slow, I'm going to grab this Waluigi pluck, and then it's from the Display Serum Bank, which I don't think is out yet. But go grab it if it is out, because it's another good bank by Mr. Space Coop. And then what we're going to do with this pluck is, like I said earlier, to give it more energy. So we're going to go here, basically do the same thing as the synth, but we're only going to use like half a chord. And then Alt U. And then I want to put these last two up. I just kind of hear it in my head. So I think I'm going to go back into Serum. I know what one of the leads I want to do. I think I want to do like 2 leads. but one of them is the power lead from the Void Serum Bank. And then I just want to copy some of the top notes. And then go ahead and route that to the mixer and throw an EQ on it just real quick, because there's a bunch of like high end that I don't want, because I want this to kind of be in the middle. So you can see right there it's peaking. So I can go and turn one of these to 0, search for that frequency. So right there, and then bring it down, widen it. And then I'm going to grab another lead, probably the umbrella lead. That's always good. So basically following that first top line we did in the first pluck pattern. Alright, so one more sound, another lead for the intro. Probably going to be the, this synth can also be used for a lead in the XO Benny kit. But that's just going to copy this right here. So Control C. Yeah, so I think we have all of like the sections of the loop that I want in here, but I don't think there's something off with the plucks. I think it's the main pluck. I don't really like the sound, but I'm gonna go ahead and just listen to this for a second and then try to figure out what I don't like, fix it, mix it, and then maybe throw some drums on it if there's time. All right, so the first change I made is instead of that synth, I changed it to a pad called Pulse, moved the rate down to a 1/4 from an 1/8, I'm pretty sure. All right, second change, changed the pluck to the luck pluck, the goated pluck from the Free Money XO Bank. And then I think I'm gonna find a different pitch, because I think it's, I don't know, it's just weird. Yeah, so I went ahead and pitched the pluck pattern up 3, so it's in F sharp minor. So now we can select all the rest of the things, go here, go +3. It'll just make it a little bit easier. I just want to get this sounding really nice so the video's decent. Alright, so down one sounds better, so we're in F minor. So now I can go ahead and mix this and probably just do a lot of like imaging stuff like that to make it sound really wide and ambient, because of course all my Hyperpop videos turn out to be dreamy ambient ones, because that's what I like to make. Alright, so I just finished the mixing. Overall, fairly simple. Already showed the halftime and gross beat, did a EQ on the lows, and also I ended up pitching the pluck pattern up an octave. It just got kind of low, and I didn't really notice it. Imager boosted all the way. Already showed the stuff on this, just added a pancake. And I also think I need a low cut on this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there. Then already showed what I did on the soft lead. Then on the faster lead, just boosted the highs. On the pad, also just boosted the highs and did pancake. I widened this a little bit from what it was on the Shy preset, kept it at 1 bar. I think this sounds pretty cool. Because it pans like exactly at the time that it changes notes, so it sounds pretty cool. Then on the sub bass, just boosted the lows. Now we can go ahead and arrange this, and I might end up adding a church bell. I always do. Yeah, so I'm gonna end up adding a church bell. Just probably 1 hit of a church bell, but it'll sound super duper cute. Alright, and then the last thing, I don't know if I've done this in a video yet, but I've done things similar to it. I think I did this on stream, but I like to do that gross beat thing before the drop, but I've kind of done something different now. So I do a 2-beat gate, create an automation clip, make a different gross beat thing. Then I do a half beat gate, extend the last 2, and then do the basic 8, which is like a reverse, create an automation clip. So this top one should be the 2-beat gate. That'll come in there. Nope, should come in here. like this. Alright, so yeah, that's sounding actually pretty nice. Probably one of my better melodies in a while. But I'm going to go ahead, record this, and then probably not throw drums on it in this video, but there'll be drums for like the outro or whatever. Yeah, so I like the way this turned out, and I think I lied, because now I really want to do drums on it. Might as well just have a lot longer of a video to edit. So I'm going to go ahead, save this. When you save your loops, key in BPM. Makes it easier for everybody. Accidentally closed OBS, so back now. Didn't really do anything while it was closed. Just opened it back up, but yeah. Alright, yeah, so that's going to be pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something. Thank you for watching. Yeah, probably, this will probably come out on Monday. And then I'm going to definitely do the Worth It Serum video soon, I think. If you have any video ideas, let me know, because ideas are always good. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll play the final beat right now.